demodulation of DSBSC signal. Can we demodulate the DSBSC signal? Of course, the DSBSC signal will be demodulated at the receiver side, and this happens by two methods. Either of the one method will be applied to demodulate the DSBSC signal. Method number one is using the envelope detector after carrier reinsertion. That means DSBSC सिग्नल में हमारे पास हम कैरियर को रीइंसर्ट करेंगे. उस कैरियर को रीइंसर्ट करने के बाद, मतलब एडिशन करने के बाद, we'll apply the envelope detector method. So in the DSBSC signal, when we reinsert the carrier, it will become a standard AM signal, and we can detect the standard AM signal using the envelope detector. So this is the method number one. The second method has also been discussed with you all. This is what? The synchronous detector or coherent detector. Synchronous detector or coherent detector is another method that we can apply to detect the DSBSC signal at the receiver side. Let us discuss once again the synchronous or coherent detector for the demodulation of DSBSC signals. The diagram is same, consists of a multiplier as well as a low pass filter. Inputs of the multiplier are S of t, which is the modulated waveform, and CT, or better to say C of LT, which is the local oscillator generated carrier waveform. So we are giving two inputs to the multiplier. One is the modulated waveform, which is DSBSC modulated. Another is the carrier signal, which is generated with the help of a local oscillator. Hence, it is called as C of LT. So we are trying to generate the same frequency at the receiver side with the help of the local oscillator, and that frequency is FC, the carrier frequency. Amplitude may be different value. So we are taking the amplitude of a local oscillator generated carrier signal as AC dash cos 2 pi FCT. Output of the multiplier is S1T, and we are feeding the S1T to the low pass filter to get back the message signal at the receiver. Let us observe the mathematics behind this block diagram. So as we know, the modulated waveform expression will be written as S of t, which is mt into ct. So it is AC mt into cos of 2 pi FCT. Now, if modulated waveform is this and the local carrier signal will be AC dash cos of 2 pi FCT, hence the S1T will be the multiplication of these two. So the mathematical expression of S1T will be S of t multiplying with C of LT, and C of LT is AC dash cos of 2 pi FCT. Now we replace the value of S of t from the above equation, and we'll get S of t की जगह हम रखेंगे AC mt cos of 2 pi FCT. We'll get AC dash mt cos square of 2 pi FCT. Cos of 2 pi FCT will be multiplied with cos of 2 pi FCT. Hence, we are going to get cos square of 2 pi FCT. And this cos square 2 pi FCT will be replaced with 1 plus cos of 2 theta by 2. In place of cos of square of theta, we'll write 1 plus cos of 2 theta divided by 2. Hence, the next expression will become AC dash by 2 mt 1 plus cos of 2 pi into 2 FC. 2 pi into 2 FC t. Now, I'll multiply mt or open the braces. I'll get AC dash by 2 mt plus AC dash by 2 mt into cos of 2 pi इंटू 2fct। ये मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन है S1t का। This is the mathematical expression of S1t, and S1t is then passed through a low pass filter. Once we pass the S1t through the low pass filter, we'll get V0t output voltage, and the output voltage will be the lower frequencies of the S1t only. Higher frequencies will be eliminated or filtered out with the help of the low pass filter. So you'll get only AC dash by 2 MT. Hence, V0 is directly proportional to the MT. This is how we can extract the message signal back at the receiver side with the help of the synchronous or coherent detector. Synchronous demodulator or coherent detector. Applies the frequency spectrum. In the mathematical spectrum, we have AC dash by 2 MT. That means we are going to get M of F. AC dash by 2 MT. MT का frequency domain आएगा MF. MF का frequency range होगा from minus W to plus W. The next expression that we were getting in the mathematical expression of S1t was AC dash by 2 MT cos of 2 pi into 2fct. So MF will shift at the higher frequency to FC. So we'll get the MF minus of 2FC as well as MF plus 2FC. So this is the shifted spectrum of MF at the higher frequency spectrum of 2FC, and this is the MF at the lower frequency of the minus of 2FC. This is the low pass filter, and we pass the S1t through the low pass filter. We'll get only the MT at the receiver side. The condition that should be satisfied for the non-overlapping case is 2fc minus w must be greater than w. So 2fc minus w must be greater than w. Hence it says 2fc greater than 2w or fc greater than w. कैरियर फ्रीक्वेंसी की वैल्यू w से मैसेज सिग्नल फ्रीक्वेंसी से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. This is the frequency spectrum of the modulated waveform through the synchronous or coherent detector. Now, let us understand, we have a local oscillator at the receiver side. हमारे पास एक लोकल ऑसिलेटर होता है रिसीवर साइड पर, और वो लोकल ऑसिलेटर एक फ्रीक्वेंसी जनरेट करता है. वो फ्रीक्वेंसी जिससे कि ट्रांसमीटर साइड पर मैसेज को ओवरलैप किया गया. दैट मींस ट्रांसमीटर साइड पर जो कैरियर की फ्रीक्वेंसी होगी FC, द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी नीड्स टू बी जनरेटेड बाय द लोकल ऑसिलेटर एट द रिसीवर साइड. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि जो लोकल ऑसिलेटर फ्रीक्वेंसी जनरेट करता है वो एग्जैक्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी जनरेट कर सके रिसीवर साइड पर. सो देयर मे बी अ पॉसिबिलिटीज ऑफ एरर in the generation of the carrier signal at the receiver side with the help of the local oscillator. Local oscillator may insert or produce some error, and next topic is to understand the effect of those errors which are being generated at the local oscillator at the receiver side. So two types of error are being generated at the receiver side in the local oscillator, and those two types of error are phase error or frequency error. In the local oscillator में दो तरह की एरर जो होती हैं वो आप ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. एक एरर हो सकती है फेज में एरर आए, दूसरी टाइप की एरर हो सकती है फ्रीक्वेंसी एरर. दैट मींस लोकल ऑसिलेटर जब कैरियर फ्रीक्वेंसी FC को जनरेट करने की कोशिश करेगा, इट मे नॉट गेट और it will not be in sync with the same phase as the phase which is being generated from the transmitter side. So you may have a different phase at the receiver side because of the error which is produced at the receiver side in the local oscillator. तो लोकल ऑसिलेटर में फेज अगर डिफरेंट होगी, फेज एरर प्रोड्यूस होगी और इसका कुछ इंपैक्ट होने वाला है किसके ऊपर? इसका इंपैक्ट होने वाला है रिसीवर साइड पर। जब हम मैसेज जनरेट करेंगे तो मैसेज सिग्नल होगा, दैट मैसेज सिग्नल विल बी अफेक्टेड with the phase error which is being generated in the local oscillator. So this is case 1. Another type of error is the frequency error, which is also being generated in the local oscillator, and we are going to analyze the effect of frequency error as well in the next topic. So let us take the case 1 and understand the effect of the phase error in the local oscillator. See, we are analyzing the phase error first. So let the local oscillator generates the signal C of t or C of lt as AC dash cos of 2 pi fct plus phi. Instead of generating AC dash cos of 2 pi fct, it is generating AC dash cos of 2 pi fct plus phi. So there is a phase error of phi जो कि जनरेट हुई है, कहां पर जनरेट हुई है? रिसीवर साइड पर जनरेट हुई है। रिसीवर साइड में कहां पर जनरेट हुई है? रिसीवर साइड में लोकल ऑसिलेटर पर यह फेज एरर जनरेट हुई है। सो व्हेन the local oscillator generates this type of carrier, then what will happen on V naught t? Output voltage क्या होगा? Output voltage will be the multiplication of modulated waveform along with the carrier signal which is being generated at the local oscillator. So S of t multiply with CLT will be the output voltage V naught. In place of CLT, I'll write AC dash cos of 2 pi fct plus phi. And in place of S of t, I'll write ACMT cos of 2 pi fct. So S of t is replaced with ACMT cos of 2 pi fct, and C of LT will be replaced with AC dash cos of 2 pi fct plus phi. Phi is the phase error. Now, let us rearrange these terms as AC dash MT cos of 2 pi fct multiply with cos of 2 pi fct plus phi. Now, we can simplify this with the same formula which we have seen earlier as well, and the formula is 2 cos A cos B equals to cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Hence, this expression can be simplified as AC dash by 2 MT cos of A plus B. So this is cos of 2 pi into 2 fct plus phi, right? Plus cos of A minus B. So 2 pi fct will be cancelled with 2 pi fct. We'll get only cos of phi. So first expression is cos of A plus B. The second one is cos of A minus B divided by 2. Now this V naught t will be passed through the low pass filter. Hence the high frequency component will be clipped off, filtered out in the output, hence of the low pass filter. Output of the low pass filter will be AC dash by 2 MT into cos of phi. Why? Because this high frequency component will be filtered out from the low pass filter. MT into cos of 2 pi into 2 fct plus phi. This will exhibit the spectrum of MF at the frequency 2fc and minus 2fc. सो हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी के स्पेक्ट्रम को लो पास फिल्टर की मदद से एलिमिनेट किया जाएगा एंड एट द आउटपुट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट ओनली AC dash by 2 mt into cos of phi. In place of AC dash by 2 mt जो कि हमको मिलता अगर फेज एरर जीरो होता, कोई भी फेज एरर नहीं होता, दैट मीन्स फाई की वैल्यू जीरो होती, सो कॉस ऑफ जीरो की वैल्यू होती 1, तो हमको मिलता AC डैश बाई 2 mt. मीन्स अगर लोकल ऑसिलेटर में कोई भी फेज एरर नहीं है तो हमको जो आउटपुट मिलता है वो मिलता है AC डैश बाई 2 mt, जिस आउटपुट को हमने पहले एनालाइज किया हुआ है जब हमने फेज एरर के बारे में चर्चा नहीं की थी. That means when we are taking the value of phase error phi as 0, the output must be what? AC dash by 2 mt. But when phase error phi is not equals to 0, what all the possible outcomes will be there? Let us analyze. So let us take case 1 when the phase error phi is a constant value which is neither equals to 0 nor equals to 90 degree. It is a constant value in between. The value is in between 0 and 90 degree. So cos of 30 degree root 3 by 2, cos of 45 1 by root 2, cos of 60 is 1 by 2. जब फाई की वैल्यू आप 0 से 90 के बीच में ट्रीट करेंगे, you will get any value of cos of phi in between 0 and 1. So when you'll get any value of cos of phi in between 0 and 1, that means what we are going to do is we are multiplying AC dash by 2 mt with some value which is less than 1 and greater than 0. Hence, there will be some attenuation in the output of the waveform. Magnitude will decrease, amplitude decrease होने वाला है, but there will be no distortion. You will get the message signal back at the receiver side as it is, which was transmitted from the transmitter side. So this is the case 1. Case 1 says when we are taking the phase error as a constant value which is in between the range of 0 to 90 degree, cos of phi will ranges in between 0 to 1, and ultimately we are going to multiply AC dash by 2 m of t with any value which is a constant and in between 0 and 1. Hence, there will be the attenuation in the output side of the message signal, but the message signal will retain its shape. It will not distort. Hence, no distortion will take place. So you can easily extract the message signal back at the receiver side in the case 1 where phi is a constant value. The output of the low pass filter is AC dash by 2 mt cos of phi. And now we are taking a very important case. We are considering a very important case when the phase error phi is equals to plus or minus 90 degree. Now, when we take the value of phi as plus or minus 90 degree, cos phi will be equals to 0. Hence, the output of the low pass filter will be 0. That means you are not going to get any output at the low pass filter. When the phase error is 90 degree, the output is null. Therefore, this effect is called as quadrature null effect. This says there is no demodulated output at the low pass filter. Output of the low pass filter is 0. When phase error phi is plus or minus 90 degree. And when the phase error is 90 degree, cos of phi is 0. When cos of phi is 0, AC dash by 2 mt multiply with cos phi will be 0. Hence, the output of the low pass filter will be 0. Since we are getting the null output, that means no output. Therefore, this effect is known as quadrature null effect. This is the drawback of the synchronous detector. ये ड्रॉबैक हमने ऑब्जर्व किया था व्हेन वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ द स्टैंडर्ड एएम. वी हैव सीन 4 ड्रॉबैक्स इन दैट केस. Drawback number 1 was the standard AM was not power efficient method. Drawback 2, it was not bandwidth efficient method. Drawback number 3, affected with noise. And fourth was quadrature null effect. This is the quadrature null effect और ये synchronous detector के केस में ही पाया जाता है. Synchronous detector का मतलब है you are going to multiply the modulated waveform with the carrier signal which is being generated with the help of a local oscillator. And if the local oscillator has in phase error, and if that the phase error value is 90 degree, we are not going to get anything at the output side of the demodulator, and this effect is known as the quadrature null effect. If we are going 0 degree to 360 degree 2 pi और उस पे आप मल्टीप्लाई क्वार्टर प्लस का, तो यू आर एक्चुअली गोइंग टू मल्टीप्लाई 1/4. सो दिस इज 2 pi into 1/4 pi/2. तो pi/2 का मतलब होता है 90 डिग्री, हेंस इट इज कॉल्ड एज quadrature null effect. That means pi/2 is a quadrature phase which has a difference of pi/2 from the 0 degree. इसीलिए इसको quadrature null effect बोला जाता है बेसिकली. Case 3, let us consider a case 3 where the phase phi is a function of time f of t. So phase error phi is varying with respect to time, and this is also called as a residual modulation. And when this happens, when the phase changes with respect to the time, the value of cos of phi will also change with respect to the time. It will not be constant value. Hence, AC dash by 2 mt multiplying with the cos of phi will change when the time changes. Hence, we are not going to get the exact value of message signal back at the receiver side. So we cannot demodulate if the phase error phi is a function of time. So output will be distorted in this case. We are not going to get the output at the receiver side with the help of the synchronous detector if the phase error phi is a function of time. Output will be distorted. So these three are the cases that exists in case of a phase error in the local oscillator. The frequency error. It says when the local oscillator generates the signal C of LT as AC dash cos of 2 pi FC plus del FT. So instead of a phase error, now the local oscillator generates a frequency error. So in place of generating the frequency of FC, it is generating the new frequency which is FC plus del F. Del F may be a positive value or it may be a negative value. So it is not producing the exact carrier frequency at the receiver side with the help of the local oscillator. Local oscillator has a frequency error del F. So the mathematical expression will be AC dash cos of 2 pi FC plus del F t. Now, V naught t, output expression of the multiplier will be S of t multiply with C of LT. Substituting these two values, S of t is AC mt cos of 2 pi fct and CLT is AC dash cos of 2 pi fc plus del ft. Rearranging the terms, AC dash mt cos of 2 pi fct cos of 2 pi fc plus del ft. Simplify it again with the same mathematical formula to cos A cos B. I'll get AC dash by 2 mt. 2 cos A cos B is cos of A plus B plus cos A minus B. So cos of A plus B will produce 4 pi fct plus 2 pi del ft. Whereas cos of A minus B will produce cos of 2 pi del ft. Divide by 2 will come out. So this is the simplified expression of the V naught t. Now I'll distribute mt inside the braces. I'll get AC dash by 2 mt cos of 2 pi into 2fc plus del ft plus AC dash by 2 mt cos of 2 pi del f t. Again, if we pass this V naught t through the low pass filter, the high frequency component will be filtered out. Hence, what I'm going to get at the output side is AC dash by 2 mt cos of 2 pi fct, which exists at the low frequency. So when we pass it through the low pass filter, we'll get output of the low pass filter as AC dash by 2 mt cos of 2 pi del f t. Right? So instead of receiving the value AC dash by 2 mt when there is no frequency error in the local oscillator, now we are going to get the value of AC dash by 2 mt cos of 2 pi del f into t. What does it mean? It means even if the frequency error is constant, let's say if we take any value of del f, any constant value of del f, cos of 2 pi del f t will always be a variable of a time. Hence, when the time changes, AC dash by 2 mt into cos of 2 pi del f t will also change. That means we are not going to get the message signal back at the receiver side if there exists a frequency error at the receiver side. Whatever may be the value of frequency error, you will never be able to extract the message signal back at the receiver side with the help of the synchronous detector if there exists a frequency error. So this is the outcome. The remark is whether the frequency error is constant. Del f की वैल्यू अगर आप constant कर भी दें टाइम के साथ, the demodulated signal will always be distorted. Why? Because it will always multiply with a time function, and cos of 2 pi del f t is a time function. Del f को अगर आप constant कर भी दें, even in that case cos of 2 pi constant multiply with time. That means it is a time function, right? So we are not going to get the message signal back at the receiver side in this case. Let us take a note, an important note. और ये नोट क्या बोलता है? Frequency error can be avoided by the latest use of technology. That means in today's scenario, we have the latest devices which can easily solve the problem of the frequency error. But the phase error cannot be avoided by any of the latest device. किसी भी वर्तमान आधुनिक डिवाइस की मदद से फेज एरर की समस्या को दूर नहीं किया जा सकता. But its effect can be reduced by the Costas loop.